Hello, everybody. This is Erica Annabelle J. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 4 of the series Hindrances That Interrupt Your Faith Walk. So, part 4 is speaking the problem. We know that in Proverbs 18 and 21, it says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. So, what are you speaking? Are you speaking out your thoughts concerning the problem? Do you let your problem speak more to you than you to it? I want to quickly paraphrase on a story in 2 Kings chapter 4. It's about the prophet Elisha, that tells this woman, prophesies over her that she will conceive a child. And again, I'm paraphrasing, so you can go back and read for yourself. That she's going to have a child. And she's pretty much in like doubt because she's in old age. Her husband's old. And she's like basically saying like, don't play with me. I'm not about to have a child. But he says this time next year, this season, you're going to have a child. And she did conceive. So she has a child. This child, it does not say what age the child was. It just, he's basically not a baby by the time you hear that unfortunately he dies. So of course this stuns the woman that was in disbelief before. She really didn't want anything. She didn't want the child at first, even though she really wanted a child, but she didn't want it to be like, that's why I said like on a don't play with me type of thing. So it happens. Her child dies. Now what's powerful about this story is her faith, and that she did not speak the problem, even though her lifeless child is in her arms, is in her house. She physically sees the child is dead. Now she seeks out to find the prophet Elisha to come and heal her child. And what the prophet does is sends out his servant to meet her. He tells his servant to go and meet her first. Take his staff and go meet her and ask her, is everything basically okay? Is everything well? Her answer, instead of saying, no, everything is not okay, the child that you prophesied over, that you told me I would have, and I told you not to play with me, don't play with my emotions, I didn't want anything, the child that you said I was going to have died. He's dead. She didn't say all that, because this was his servant that came to her. She said, it is well. That's all she said. She was not going to speak the problem, even though it was physically there. She can physically see, she can physically touch her dead son's body. How many of you speak your problem after just praying the night before and asking God to handle it, putting it in God's hand, praying, crying, and then the very next day, the very next time, or the very same night, you talk to somebody, you're talking about your problem. You're talking about the very thing you just are praying and believing by faith for God to handle. You just spoke against it by canceling it, instead of leaving it in the one person. Well, he's not a person, but instead of believing it in God's hand, who can help you, because all things are possible with God. This woman did not say anything to a servant. She waited until she got to the prophet of God who can help her, who can petition to God to heal her child and bring him back from the dead. This has got to be your attitude when it comes to not speaking the problem. Too many of the people in body of the Christ speak their problem instead of believing for God to handle their problem, instead of casting their cares. If you're sick, you have a sickness, you don't keep on speaking about that sickness. You don't keep on saying, oh, I'm still, my foot still hurts and the doctor said this and that, and then turn around and still, you're trying to believe and ask God. That's not how that goes. Once you ask God, you keep on, you petition your king, because you are a citizen of the kingdom. And even though you can physically touch it, see it, it hurts, it's whatever the situation is, do not speak it. Say what this woman said. It is well. It is well. When people ask you about the problem, it is well. When you see other people talking about maybe the same problem that you're facing, you don't agree with them, you say it is well. When those thoughts, those negative thoughts come to your mind from the enemy saying this, that, and the third about your problem, it is well. And you go to your king, because you are a citizen of the kingdom, and you go to your king, you go to the one who can help you. So God bless you. This was a little longer than I anticipated, but glory to God. So I pray that this helps somebody, and stay tuned for the other series. God bless.